very special, but when you're able to use acupuncture for the benefit of people that have almost given up hope and tried all avenues of recourse, and the commitment required and the drive required and the energy required to deliver quality treatments in those situations over an extended period of time is really exceptional. And my congratulations, Adam Gries, on the work you've done and the work you're doing now, and where you're going. If you just we could probably finish off just a little 1 minute on the direction that you're heading now with your acupuncture treatment and the work you're doing.
Well, it's exciting. My acupuncture treatments, they evolve, of course, and when I talk about my private practice, they continue to evolve, and the breadth of clients that I'm able to see evolves. But within Awakenings, which is really exciting, it's really trying to change the face of rehabilitation for spinal cord injuries. We just keep it at that for a second, for spinal cord injuries. And figuring out just almost empirically what's going to work for these clients and how their body's going to respond, because their nervous system is totally shot, so things don't respond as you would expect them to ordinarily. And it's been so gratifying just to get to learn through that avenue. It's been awesome. And as a group, what we've done now is we're on the cutting edge and on the cusp of really revolutionizing rehabilitation for spinal cord injury, because now we're starting to team up with stem cell therapy, which is controversial in the news, obviously, but more about surrounding embryonic stem cells. We don't deal with embryonic stem cells because they're basically too unstable and they can create growth that's out of control. But think about what a stem cell does. It's an undifferentiated cell that can go and act in any manner within your body. So when we're babies, we have a very high percentage of these cells, and when we get hurt, say we get a scratch on our hand, immediately cells go to heal very quickly as a child. When we get older and older, we heal less quickly because we have less percentage of these stem cells. Now imagine you can be infused with these stem cells, and you have them at your beck and call almost. And now let's introduce acupuncture. Now we start stimulating the body. We start drawing energy to certain areas. We start reminding the body that it can heal, that it wants to overcome some of these obstacles that maybe it's forgotten about or it's just given up on. And now you have these addition of stem cells at the forefront of that drive. Now all of a sudden it's very exciting, because what we do here now, I will do acupuncture to start calling forth those stem cells into certain areas. Then we get people out on the floor doing specialized training and going through those motions. Again, it's calling on the body to work in certain areas, and those stem cells are drawn to those areas. It's really cutting edge. No protocol has ever been developed for this, primarily because stem cells are so new and so unknown. But it's really exciting. There's not much else I could say about it. It's just we're at the cusp at this point. We're trying to develop some pilot programs and pilot studies to see the outcomes and see the effects. We've already seen the effects ourselves, but we want to put it in a format that we can present to the world. So it's truly, truly exciting, especially when you think of someone that's freshly injured. Say a football player. You know, we've seen it happen on TV where they get an injury. People are getting bigger and stronger and faster these days. These collisions are getting more severe. Then you see people with a spinal cord injury, and the body's ability to heal is tremendous if it's given the opportunity. And if someone has what we're developing right now at their fingertips, and they can come and immediately start calling upon the body to heal itself, you can change a life drastically. You know, you can't guarantee someone's going to walk. You can't guarantee they'll get bladder back, bladder function or bowel function or a sensation here or there. But you can guarantee that they'll maximize their potential. And that's what it's about. And if I might say one last thing, I know I'm kind of going on here a little bit, but I get really excited about this. Just about Awakenings Health Institute. We do all this, and it's not just about a physical body. And we know acupuncture, it's the spirit of the medicine. It really, to move mountains, you have to work with the spirit. You have to work with the really subtle energy in the body, which then transforms into the physical. And probably the thing I'm most proud of with Awakenings is bringing that subtle energy and bringing that spirit into these people's lives. Like you said before, people that are dealing with paralysis and it's so drastic, it's so traumatic, their life looks very bleak to them. And to be able to help them get to the point of, I don't have to walk again. Sure, if I want to, then I'll go for it. But my happiness doesn't depend on it. And when you can start integrating acupuncture, then in that sense, help them come to a peace. And we all know when you're at peace, that's when you're able to actuate your potential. Because if you're in fear and you're worried and you're scared, any efforts you put forth are just compromised efforts. So when you start using acupuncture in that sense, it becomes a really beautiful thing, and it's something that we embody at Awakenings, and something I'm really proud of.
Thank you, Adam. Extraordinary, very inspirational. I certainly feel very humble in the face of the sort of work you're doing. That's really taking the horse by the mane, really, and running with it. Well done, mate. Congratulations. This is Alan from worldacupuncture.com. I've just spent the last 10-15 minutes talking with Mr. Adam Gries, licensed acupuncturist at the Awakenings Health Institute, Solana Beach in San Diego, in beautiful downtown California. Many thanks, mate. Inspirational story. Really appreciate your time and the effort. Cheers.
Cheers, Al. Thank you.